Okay, going to open up this PSA order that I recently got back, a small order of 5 cards. I think this is only the second time I've sent cards into PSA. Got my new box cutter. I'm really stoked about this. Milwaukee. I had to up my box cutter game recently because the old ones I had run its course. So this order came back a couple days ago. What's today? Today is Saturday. I think I got it on Thursday. I sent it in a few weeks ago during their holiday specials that they were running in December. Every day or every week they were doing different specials. This was the 80s and 90s special for $15 a pop. So I sent in 5 cards. Like I said, this is only the second time I've sent cards in the PSA because, frankly, I'm not good at grading. And I consistently see cards that I think are a 9 and they end up being a 6, or I think are a 6 and they could be a 3. Yeah, I'm just not good at it. And I sent cards in once to PSA and wasn't happy with the results. But now I'm going to try again. And this time, it's been a while. I got back in the hobby in 2021. So now it's 2023, 2024. And I've got a bunch of cards I've put aside that I want to send in for grading. A bunch. And I just haven't gotten around to it yet because it's not something that's part of my MO yet on, buying and selling online. I buy graded cards all the time and resell graded cards that I bought, but I don't send them in for grading. Like I said, I'm not that adept at it. Anyways, so I got 5 cards here. 3 of them I felt pretty good about. The other 2 I was unsure. One of them was a 1986 Fleer basketball, and the other one was a 1993 Browns boxing. I was unsure about each of those because I know those are, PSA is very tough on those. Maybe 10 years ago it was a lot easier, but they're tough on those now, and I have no experience sending cards like that in. So I'm not really sure what to look for. This first card you see on top is a Japanese Bandai card. I'll show it to you here in a minute. And I actually felt really good about this when I bought it online. I bought it raw to grade. I bought it raw to grade. I've had it for a while. I don't know if there are any graded. I'll have to look and pop that up on the screen here. So yeah, let me get a piece of cardboard here to put underneath the card so that we can look at it without revealing the grade. So I think this is a 1998 Bandai, that famous fight with Muhammad Ali and Antonio Inoki. Is that his name? I'll pop it up here on the screen. I don't know if any of these have been graded. I remember I was looking for cards that had really low pop counts to get graded. And plus, this is an iconic, or at least a well-known match that everybody loved. And the card looked really clean, so I purchased it online, put it aside for grading. It looked clean to me. This is an example of me not being adept with grading, right? Like at first blush, it looks like a 10. But I wasn't expecting that. I was hoping for a 9, which is what it came back at, which is really nice. There's the label, 1998 Bandai, Inoki vs. Ali, New Japan Wrestling. So happy with that. Obviously, I would have loved the 10, but I'm sure there's something there that I missed that would not make it gem. And again, it's hard to get gems at PSA nowadays. So happy with a 9. That's, to be honest with you, I think that was the best that I could do. I think I was shooting high for that, and I'm glad it came back as a 9 because, again, I'm not adept at grading. So actually, there's only 3 of them. It's a pop 3. There are none higher, no 10s. And I checked eBay. There hasn't been one sold in the last 2 years. So that's a good score for me. I paid $20 for that. I checked my purchase history. Came back a 9, and it's a pop 3. So really stoked about that one. making a little energy drink with my C4. Love that stuff. I should shut that light off above this because of that glare. Anyways, thanks guys for hanging in here with me. There's my C4 energy drink. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. This is a 1986 Question of Sport. Ayrton Senna. Is that how you say his name? Again, another card I bought raw online because it looked really clean. And I thought I can grade that. Again, to me, to the naked eye, right? To the naked eye, it looks like a 10. But I know the naked eye doesn't mean anything. You got to really look at these things under a magnifying glass, under a loupe. Got to check the edges, the corners. And so, to the naked eye, sure, it looks like a 10, but it was missing some gloss. Other than that, yeah, let me turn that light off to get rid of that glare. Other than that, because I know PSA doesn't like to hand out 10s anymore, I think a 9 was the best I could do here. So let's see what this came back as. Right? It looks clean. What did it come back? An 8. So, that's disappointing because, again, I looked at these really well. I got a 10-time magnifying glass. I wipe them down nice and clean with the Kurt's Card Care stuff. I didn't see any issues with it. But, so it came back at 8. I wonder what the pop count on these are. And I'll put up here on the screen what the 10 sell for, what the 9 sell for, what the 8 sell for. All this stuff is going to go in my eBay store. Or I shouldn't say all. There's one card here I'll probably keep. The 86 Barkley Fleer I want to keep for myself. Here is a Maradona coming up. I bought this online. Again, to grade. Nice clean copy. Cromo Esport from Portugal or Spain. From Spain, right? I'll have to take a closer look at that. Sometime in the 80s. That's the back of it. Here's the front, right? A little off center. Loss of gloss, but no dings, no dents. Corners are sharp. Everything looked great. But again, because I'm not adept at this, I figured, let me hope. I thought the best I could hope for here was an 8. Look at Maradona, young, smiling, handsome, in his suit, holding the trophy. I love this card. It's a great card. Great card. It reminds me of, I have a photo of my parents from the late 70s or 80s in suits like this. So there's the back of it again. Like I said, I thought the best I could hope for it was an 8, and that's what it came back as. 1984 Cromo Esport. Diego Maradona holding the trophy. So not bad. Happy with that. Here's the 86 Flair Barkley. I've had this since I was a teenager. No major defects that I could see of. Top left-hand corner on the front had a minor, like you could just begin to see some white. But other than that, I got to tell you, again, as per usual, because I only sent in cards I thought would do well. No scratches, no creases. That's the corner there that had a little bit of white. Edges are clean. Centered well enough. It's a little off-center top to bottom. No problems that I saw of. But again, I know PSA is super tough on these, and I've never graded one before. I don't know what they're looking for. What was it, missing gloss? Were there scratches I couldn't see? Because it came back as 6. I was disappointed with that. But that's fine. I wish I did this in 2021, right? Because I could have probably sold this for a decent amount of money. A PSA 6 in 2021, I wonder what those were going for. 2022. $500 maybe? I'll have to check. I'll put it up on the screen. Now, this probably sell for under 100, but that's okay. I'm going to keep it. This is mine. This is one of the very few 86 Fleers I have. I never liked them when I was collecting as a teenager. I mean, they were fine. It wasn't my thing. Here's a 1993 Browns boxing card. I bought this at a flea market stall for $20 years ago. $20 was a lot of money for this card. It was a Lennox Lewis. Is this his rookie? I got to look online. You know, of course, the Floyd Mayweather card is the big money card that everybody wants. 1993, 1996, 1998. When was the Floyd Mayweather? Anyways, this is the Lennox Lewis, 1996. Great color. Corners are sharp. Everything looked good here to me. Little off center. Again, I didn't see no visible major issues. No creases, wrinkles, scratches. Edges looked good. I was hoping for an 8, to be honest with you, although I know that PSA is tough on these. And an 8 was wishful thinking. It came back a 6. So that's my latest PSA order. But I'm actually encouraged with the first 3 cards that I did well on. Imagining, anticipating what they would grade for, and then coming back what I thought they would grade for. So that's really encouraging, because the first time I sent into PSA, I got hammered, and so I obviously know what to look for now. And buying these cards raw online is always a risk, right? It's always a risk. So I did a good job picking some clean cards. We're going to go through them again here. That's the Bandai Muhammad Ali Inoki 1988 Bandai. There's the 1996 Browns Boxing Lennox Lewis. There's the 1986 Barkley. Came back a 6. 1984 Cromo Esport from Spain. Diego Maradona holding the trophy. And this is the 1992. Is that what that says? Question of Sport. Ayrton Senna. And I have more of those Ayrton, so I'm gonna have to see if I can do better on those. That's it. We're done with my second PSA order. I'm looking forward to sending in more. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Oops. Gotcha. Thumbs up. See you later.